Okay, so I am honestly conflicted. What makes for a good video nowadays? This is a topic that I really wanted to talk about because what really is considered a good video versus what's considered a bad video. So nowadays, if you really look into it, a lot of people are switching over to more authentically filmed videos. Like for example, a prime example, Sam Sulek, this guy is a monster. He's a beast. He's like a very good fitness influencer in the fact that you could just see him live his life as a normal dude. He's going to the gym, he's cooking, he's meal prepping, he's going to the grocery store. And his videos are so, I don't want to say they're like the longest, but they're like, let's just say they're like vlogs, right? So compared to like Mr. Beast, what then makes a good video? Is it the value? Is it the content? Is it the information? This is something that I feel like a lot of people really need to think about when they're creating YouTube videos, because in my opinion, when I started YouTube, I wanted to make videos very fast paced, kind of like Mr. Beast. I wanted to do challenges. I wanted to make them very edited. So I would put like captions, I would put different stock images, I would put different sound effects, I would do zooms in, zooms out, and I was just doing everything to try to replicate like a Mr. Beast style video, right? Because it's very fast paced. Now, I feel like, in my opinion, if I were to give you guys my opinion, what makes a good video, I think it's up to the audience what they want. So I feel like YouTube is not a very textbook focused platform that tells you, okay, this is what makes a good video. This is what makes a good video. No, I feel like YouTube has its audience, or I feel like YouTube has different audiences that cater to different types of video styles, which is why I feel like a lot of people, when they tell you, oh, this is the #1 way to grow on YouTube, don't believe them. Don't believe them, because honestly, in my opinion, that's a lie, because YouTube is so large that there's different audiences for different categories. And take into consideration also every YouTuber has a different way to give out their content, to express themselves. So there might be some more laid back YouTubers that just sit down and kind of give you this whole information. And then there's like these more outgoing personalities that really show you the content in a more fast paced environment. So when it comes down to what's the best type of content to make, honestly, I feel like it just depends on your demographic. Also, that's another topic. We'll get to that right now, now that it came to my head. But demographic plays a big role in how your videos are to be made or produced, right? Because if you have a demographic of young kids, little kids, maybe teenagers, maybe they're going to want more fast-paced stuff, since, nowadays kids have a very low attention span, if I'm just being honest. And honestly, it's because of TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. Every video is below, like, let's just say 15 seconds, where you instantly get the gratification and boom, swipe to another video. So what happens when kids go to a long form video? They don't want to sit there and take in all the information. They want the action quick. And in order to retain their attention, you need to instantly, upon the next 5 to 10 seconds, you need to instantly hook them once again with another eye-catching visual gratification for them, so that they can continue staying. So that's with the demographic of the younger kids, of the younger teens, maybe even the younger adults. But let's say you start to get into the demographics of, the more middle-aged person, the middle-aged mom, the middle-aged dad, the middle-aged aunt, uncle, that wants to just sit down, lay back, and just watch their phone and look at a good content, right? They're going to want to sit down for, like, let's just say 30 minutes and look at someone, I don't know, carving a piece of wood, how to make a couch from scratch, how to, fix the wheel on your tire. They're going to want to sit down and look at these things for the next 20 to 30 minutes, right? So it depends on the demographic. So you can't really pinpoint an exact strategy to be like, okay, this is what you need to do to make the best videos possible. Now, there's another factor in, right? If we want to determine what is the best way to make videos, we also need to look at the view count, right? Because Some view counts are higher than others. Some generate millions while some only generate hundreds of thousands, right? So maybe the person watching the YouTuber that is making how to fix your car tire, maybe they're only getting like 300,000 views. But hey, there's also some that probably get millions, as opposed to, let's just say, Mr. Beast, who does these very fast-paced videos, but he's getting upwards 100 million views. But also you have to take into account back to the demographic, right? So the kids are going to want to be rewatching these things. Maybe they're skipping back, maybe they're watching forward, maybe they watched the video again because they liked it, right? So what really determines what's the best video for YouTube? In a way, the content style of Mr. Beast really does get a lot of views, but honestly, this is because Jimmy as a person has that reputation to garner a lot of views. So he has that reputation. Imagine if I were to do those videos, maybe I'll get millions of views, but I won't get the same amount of views as Mr. Beast, in my opinion, because I just don't have his reputation. I am a nobody on this YouTube space because I haven't left my mark. But you know, once I start getting that reputation, that's when people start coming back in because they know you as a person, they know you as a YouTuber, you have that exposure, you have that expectation when people want to come see your videos. So there's a lot of factors. So I can't really sit here and tell you guys, this is what you must do, this is how you must do, this is how you must edit, because every single person is going to be different. So don't let no one trick you into thinking there's only one strategy on how to build your career or your YouTube channel. There's many different types of strategies. So are there good tips and advice you can follow? Of course. But keep in mind that all of this is to an extent subjective because everyone doesn't have the same likeliness. Everyone doesn't have the same common desires. So maybe I don't really want to edit fast-paced production style videos. Maybe I just want to be more laid back, more chill editing. Maybe I just want to do that. So, you know, that's the route that I'm gonna take because I'm the YouTuber, I'm the creator. I get to do whatever it is that I want on my YouTube channel. Now, it's up to me now as a YouTube creator, as a YouTube personality, individual, to take the tips and the advice that I learned from YouTube or other people and apply it to my videos in my vision, right? Because we're all content creators here and I'm talking to all the new creators are here. And I'm sure if you're watching this video, it's because you are a content creator in some form and you want to know what it is that I'm talking about in this whole video. You are the content creator, just like how you are, like in other areas, you are the artist, you are the chef, you are the videographer, the cinematographer. You lay out your product or your project in your vision, in the way that you see it fit in your life, right? Because I'm not gonna wanna do something that I'm not forced to do, or I'm not gonna wanna do something that I'm forced to do. I wanna do something because that's what came out of my artistic mind. So when it comes to YouTube, you are the creator. And don't try to feel like you need to fit into this persona that you don't want to be. No, fully learn to express the person that you are and learn how to capitalize on top of that and learn how to build on top of your traits so that you could continue being the person you want to be, right? Don't try to be this fake persona because that is only going to last for so long before you start to get fatigued, before you start to get tired. Just be yourself. So when it comes to YouTube, you need to do things that you want to do, plain and simple. Don't try to do something that you're forced to do because, like I said earlier, it's not going to last long. So what comes down to making the best videos? In my opinion, I feel like there is no definitive answer. So just do what it is that you love. That's the whole reason why YouTube was so popular back then, and it is still so popular now. It's because it's people doing what they love. Like, think about the early stages of YouTube when people were making their skits, people were making reaction videos, or people were doing like just the craziest things. And keep in mind, they weren't getting paid for it back in the day. So like Smosh is a prime example. Two dudes doing comedy skits, lip syncing to Mortal Kombat, Pokemon theme songs. They were just doing it because they liked it. They liked performing in front of a camera. And good thing for them that YouTube ended up taking this big route of where it's like it developed a career path for millions of people. The early YouTubers, they got lucky. If I'm being honest, they were at the right place at the right time. Their passion really paid off because now they're living the life. And you need to take with that responsibility as well, because some YouTubers, they completely trashed their career, but some YouTubers really just went into retirement living a good life. So, take this information however you want, apply it for good in your life, apply it for your career, apply it for anything to improve. And if there's anything that I missed or I misspoke, I just want to say I'm sorry. Like, I'm a human being, I make mistakes, but I'm just here to help you guys out. So with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next one, and peace out.